My brother was killed in this war. It was so hard. He wasn't only my brother, he was my friend.
Yemen has been going through a civil war for over 5 years. It's one of the Arab world's poorest countries, and the United Nations has said it's facing the world's worst humanitarian crisis. Coronavirus is also making things worse.
I cannot actually describe how much our life affected by war, because it's in so many ways. The currency, the services,
have to walk long distance away.
even the mobility, even like traveling.
But 70% of Yemenis are under the age of 30. And some of them want to imagine a better future for themselves and for the world to start to see their country in a different light.
As an artist, I want to share my culture with the world. The world only knew the bad things about Yemen.
The youth here in Yemen is so passionate about their work.
She's wearing a Hadrami veil.
They're super passionate about making change.
Half of young Yemenis are unemployed. Alair, Shourouk and Samaya are lucky to have jobs, so they want their work to have a positive influence on future generations.
Hi! Oh, I have a sleepy face. Anyway, I'm heading to work now. This is the Sultan Al Qaiti Palace. Yeah?
Shourouk works with other organisations to help raise the profile of Yemeni culture.
This is the view also, but the most interesting view is
She wants to help people tell their stories through things like art, writing and drawing.
The upcoming generation cares a lot about the culture and really try to revive it in several ways.
It's not just the culture young Yemenis want to protect, but the beauty of their country too.
The environment also paid the price of this war.
Climate change is an important issue for Alair. He works with a network of other young people in Yemen, educating them about the environment.
Places like Socotra Island, a World Heritage Site with almost 300 unique species and plants, are suffering from military activities and armed conflict.
Samaya feels that the conflict has been especially hard on young Yemeni women, but she is starting to see a change.
I think people in Yemen start to explain their feelings by using art and visual arts. Right now you can see a lot of filmmakers, a lot of artists, and I'm so glad because they start to think of that. For me, I'm trying to tell stories about the Yemeni humans, what's happening in their lives.
But Samaya, Alair and Shourouk feel more needs to be done globally to raise awareness about what's happening in Yemen.
What we are going through is really hard.
First world countries need to step up to stop this war.
Countries like the US, UK and France have showed support for the Saudi-led coalition, one of the sides fighting in this war. And Iran's been accused of supporting the other side, the Houthi rebels. The United Nations has called for the fighting to stop but has been unsuccessful so far. And international charities have launched urgent appeals to help the millions trapped in poverty. Not everyone believes what's being done is enough.
Billions of dollars are being spent as a kind of humanitarian relief, but without any positive outcomes. What we see is that the situation is getting worse.
Even though their daily lives are affected by an ongoing war, there's still hope for a different future.
The importance of my work is really to reflect a peaceful world, to build an atmosphere for all Yemeni people to link by their culture, by their diversity, by their talents.
I hope that peace is covering all over Yemen and the social ties between the people to be back as well, for Yemen, for everyone, where we live in dignity, equality and peace.